Go PowerHouse Church. This is Pastor Aaron. I just wanted to make this video as an update for two things. The first thing we want to talk about is just the sanctuary refresh and all that's going on there. And the second thing is about our potential regathering as a church in the coming weeks and months. If you have not yet heard, we are undergoing a sanctuary refresh. This is a plan that has been in conversation for a number of years now and just now coming to fruition. And you can check out the plans and all of the work, the scope of work that's going on in our sanctuary in these days on our church website. On the website as well, you'll be able to see kind of how we arrived at the plans that we did and the decision making and all that went into that conversation as well. The second thing I wanted to just talk with you all about is our potential regathering as a church. There is an ongoing conversation with myself and the church board and some other church leaders about when it will be wise and prudent and appropriate for us to regather for Sunday morning worship. What's driving that conversation really is three things. The first is the safety and health of our church. We really love you all, and we want our gatherings and our communal interactions with one another to be done in a way that is safe for all of you. The second thing that's really driving that is an expressed love for our community. We love the city of Ventura. We love our neighbors here, and we want to be a church that is known for our love in this place. And so we want to be mindful of the ways that our church impacts or potentially impacts all that's going on here in our city. And the third thing that's really driving our decision making is our witness in our city and in our community, as we want our city to know that we are people who, out of love for them, are being mindful of the ways that we are gathering or not gathering or kind of all that's going on. If you haven't picked up on it yet, we're not going to be gathering in the month of July, but rather than sitting in a holding pattern and trying to figure this out week by week or even every 2 or 3 weeks, we want to be our church leaders are thinking about how it is that we can be more proactive in thinking about adjusting to new normals in the upcoming weeks and months. What will church look like come the fall and the winter? And we have sort of accepted, not that we want it to be this way, but have accepted the fact that things are going to feel different for quite a while with all that's going on with COVID-19. But as we, think through this process, and as we lead through this process, we really don't want to do it independent of our church or our community. And so one of the ways that we're asking you to give us some feedback about how you're feeling and what you're thinking about regathering and just the life of our church is by filling out the survey. The link should be below this video here, but fill out the survey and let us know what it is that you're thinking and feeling about gathering, whether on Sunday mornings or in small groups, in homes, outdoors. Just give us a sense of where you're at in thinking about the life of our church and just the various types of gatherings that we've traditionally had in our congregation. As I talked to many of you on the phone over the past several weeks, I realized that there's a lot of thoughts that are going on out there. And so we want to invite you into the conversation through this survey to help inform and guide the decisions that the church board and myself and some other significant leaders are making in these really unique and challenging times. And so just know that I miss gathering together. I miss seeing your faces. I miss the amens and sermons. I miss the voices that you lift to the Lord and when we sing together and worship. I miss Wednesday night dinners and the camaraderie that comes over the table as we dine together on a regular basis. I miss all of these things. I miss the Tuesday morning Bible study and just getting to hear Patty teach the word. And so we are trying to figure out, how it is that we sort of adjust to these new normals. Your feedback is certainly helpful in that process. So check out the survey. If you have any questions, comments, concerns that go beyond the scope of the survey, feel free to call the church office, and we would love to hear from you. God bless. I pray for you often in these days. I pray for your families, for your health, for your safety, as families are trying to figure out what they're going to do for school and work and It's just unique times. And so know that we pray for you often, and I hope that you can pray for me and church leadership just as often, because we certainly need some wisdom and some discernment that extends beyond just what we're naturally capable of. So we'll see you Sunday morning for worship, and we'll be in communication soon. Thanks. Grace and peace.